Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be drafting the basic sleeve pattern, just the basic sleeve, the simplest you can ever get. And I'll be needing my tape measure. This my curve is perfect for my basic sleeve. My ruler, my pencil, my pattern paper, and my book for calculation. And there are some calculations we need to make, some measurements we need to take. We need our measurement, our cap round and cap height, our elbow round and length, the 3/4 round and length, the wrist round and length. It depends on where you want your sleeve to get to basically. In this tutorial, I'll be getting to my 3/4 length. So my cap round is calculated bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, and the cap length is bust divided by 12 plus 0.5. That is the cap height. So you can see I've made my own calculations and I'll be going ahead to draft the pattern. I folded my paper into two because we draft both front and back together. I folded my pattern paper into two because we have to draft it together. Cut it together, we draft it together. So it has to be on fold. You don't cut this one once. You cut it on fold. You don't use a single sheet of paper. You use a folded paper. I'm going ahead to measure my cap height that I measured, which is 3.6. I approximated to 4 inches. Then my length where I wanted to get, which is 3/4, 16 inches. And I'm going now to rule that out now. That is what I'm doing. I'm trying to rule out my length, that is my cap height, my 4 inches and my 16 inches length. Then on my cap height, I'll be measuring my cap round, which is my bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, which is 8 inches. So that is what I'm taking on that cap height, and I'll be connecting slantly to the tip of my paper. You can see the way I'm doing it. I'll connect it slantly to the tip of my paper. Yes, you can see me connecting that slantly to the tip of my paper, and I'll measure that slant line. Please, you're measuring the slant line, you're not using the cap round, or you're not taking that cap round measurement, which is 8 for me. You're going to measure that your slant line, get the measurement, divide it by 2, which I've done, which is 4.5. My length is 9, the slant line is 9 inches, half is 4.5, and on that 4.5 inches, the midpoint, I went up by 0.5 inches. Then I'll be taking my curve and be connecting to the tip of the slant line. You see the way I'm doing it? Using my curve, I connected that to the tip of the slant line, and from that midpoint again, I'll be connecting straight with my ruler to my cap round measurement. You can see the way I did it. I used my ruler from that point. That is my back sleeve. That is my back sleeve. That is the sleeve for my back block. Now for my front sleeve, on that midpoint, initial midpoint I made, I'll be connecting inwardly with my curve. Inwardly, it must not pass the back sleeve. Inwardly to the tip of the slant, then outwardly to my cap round. You can see the way I'm doing it. I connected outwardly to my cap round. You can see it. You can just replay this to get this very well. I connected outwardly to my cap round. This is a very simple and efficient basic sleeve. Now my sleeve is ready, my upper sleeve is ready. Now I'm going to calculate my 3/4 round. Because I'm using 3/4, I'm going to calculate the 3/4 round divided by 2. So my 3/4 round is 11 inches divided by 2, which is 6.5 inches. That is you have to go ahead and measure your own perfectly. So I'm going to take that 6.5 inches on my 3/4 length. You can see the way I'm doing it, 6.5 inches. That is my 3/4 round. So I'll just be connecting from my cap round measurement down to my 3/4 round. So you can see I've connected is a slant. That is how it is, because the hand is not straight, it's slant. So basically this is it. I'll be labeling this so you can just see that is my cap round. You can see I'm labeling it. Then that is my cap height. My cap round and my cap height. I told you how I got that. I told you how you calculate that. You can just replay this just to see. I've done the calculation, and this is my basic sleeve. It doesn't take anything. It's so simple to make. You don't need to complicate it for yourself. This is the basic sleeve and it works perfectly for me. I'll be cutting this out. You can notice I didn't put any allowance. I'll be putting allowance on my fabric. I prefer to put allowance of my sleeve on my fabric, which will go to the side, my allowance on the side and on the base for sewing. So I'll be cutting out my back block first, my back sleeve first. You can see that you cut out your back sleeve first, please. Just like it is on fold like that, you cut out the back sleeve first. Once you cut that out, then you want to open up the paper and cut out the front sleeve. You see, I opened up my paper, I spread out the paper to cut out my front sleeve. I'll be cutting my front sleeve out carefully. You can see the shape of the back is sort of straighter than the front, which that is the right thing to do. The back is kind of straight, just like our basic blouse too. Then the front has to be curvy. So this is basically my basic sleeve. I just have to place this on my pattern paper. I don't need to do much, but when you are going to cut, you place like this. You put your fabric under, unfold, just like I said. You place like this on your fabric and add your allowances. Subscribe to my channel, please. Subscribe, like. I'll see you